Hi, this is Jonathan. This is the Nux Mg300. So let's run through really briefly. This is the edit button where you can actually edit and exit if you're editing. Save, where you can actually choose and rename your preset. And this is a mode where you can choose between a Studio Direct, which I'm in right now, or you can go to a combo front or a stack front. This is the combo rear where you can actually hold this unit up to the effects return. Same here for the stack rear. All right, so we go back to the Studio Direct. And for a jam button, this is where you go into the drums, the drum pattern, as well as the loop mode, so you can actually access all that. And then if you exit out, you're back to preset, and this is the tap button where you can actually tap for your delay. If you have a delay, I don't have a delay right here, so let me just change to a delay. Okay, so you can actually tap and dictate what sort of tempo your delay is going at. Then you have the pedal, where I haven't gone through yet. I've set this pedal as a volume pedal. I believe you can set this to control whatever parameters you desire. For this 2 button, the group module, this is where you can actually scroll through the various effects in that preset. Right now I'm at compressor. There's only one compressor right now, so you can actually bypass it, and or select it, and then you go on to the next one, which is all the distortion and all the distortion units and the boost, I believe. Then you have the amp, where you can choose a whole lot of amps, and then you can scroll through the cabinet, and I believe this unit can also load in IR, so that is pretty neat. So you can have the option not to use the built-in cabinet simulator, and you can actually use your IRs. And then you have the graphics EQ, all right, so you can choose to have it on or off. And then you have I believe this is the noise gate, right, noise reduction. And then you have all the modulation units, the choruses, the phrases, the flanger, rotary and all that, and the tune is pretty neat. I like this. And then you have the delay, all the delay units, all right, including the reverse delay and all that. And then you have finally the reverb, where you have a choice of 4 reverb. I believe they are room, hall, and plate, and spring. So basically all this, and these buttons are here are actually control the amp are here. You can choose to use this knob to control the various parameters, right, of the amp. Pretty cool. I want to thank Nux for reaching out to me and passing me this unit for review. Pretty nifty little unit. It's really light. It's like, really light. At the back, you have one input in and one output, which can double as a stereo output provided you have the right connectors. I'm using this with the 2 RCA out, where I have the adapters to convert them to 1/4 inch, so I can have stereo out if I choose to, which I was using it to go into my interface and into my DAW, or it can function as a stereo out headphones, right? Then you have auxiliary in, where you can plug in your MP3 player or whatever. And then a USB port where you can connect to your computer, where you can do your editing through the software that's provided by Nux, which is called QuickTone. Really nifty. I like the graphics interface. And then finally the power. You have a expression pedal where you can actually use this to control your volume or other stuff if you choose to, right? I had a fun time playing this. I have to tell you that the sound that I'm getting from this unit, the various amp simulation, they are pretty good. I did not use any IRs. I was just trying out the stock cabinets and everything. And yeah, all the multi effects unit, they almost work the same way, right? They have the amp simulation, the cab simulation, and then they give you the option of microphones to choose from and how far and what sort of axis do you want and all that. So it has the same thing as things that's been offered by the Line 6 stuff. The inclusion of the drum machine as well as the looper is a good idea. I mean, Ampero came out with that too. Like I said, a lot of multi-effects pedals have come up with more or less the same sort of format. But what I'm impressed with this unit is the simulation itself, the emulation, the amp emulation and the cabinet emulation. They are pretty decent, really good. In fact, I kind of like some of the Fender units that they have, the Fender Twin Reverb as well as the Deluxe, as well as some of the higher gain stuff, you know, pretty cool. And the effects, yeah, pretty nice. Like, you know, you have a lot of effects are based on the Boss pedal. So henceforth, when you see the interface, you can actually see that looks real familiar. I used to own one of these. The Tube Screamer, for example, and the Boss Chorus, the CE one. Yeah, so you feel at home when you're doing all that. And the effects are pretty nice, pretty close. Some of the amps are not really close, but you know, it'll suffice. But certain amps are really close to the actual thing. The only caveat that I see in this unit is when you have a guitar that is whose output is high, it will tend to overload some of the effects, and hence you will have a little bit of distortion at the tail end of the whole thing. So that is not really desirable. So you have to kind of like tone down everything, including the master volume, to get a decent signal without any distortion. And that's the only thing I find that is a bit disturbing for me. Other than that, the workings of the knobs and everything is pretty straightforward. The loop and the looper and the drum, this gives you this option to use this unit as a practice unit, as a unit that you can jam with. Henceforth, you have the jam button here. Right, so when you go into the jam button, which is the green mode, you're in looper and drum mode. So this is where you can jam to the supplied drum patterns that is in this unit. And I find it pretty cool that you can actually be creative and compose. Yeah, so that's the one thing I like about this unit. It's light, you can actually carry it. I mean, even with the power plug, it doesn't really weigh a lot, and you can plug into your headphones and you can jam on a train, you know, provided you have a guitar with you, on board a plane, provided you have a guitar with you, or anywhere else, on holiday and vacation, which is coming, I hope, pretty soon. So you can actually compose and do stuff with this. So the only thing that you can't do is to save it, you know, the creation that you have. I don't know whether this gives you the capability to save your loops. I've not dwelled into it fully. I kind of like went through the whole workings of this unit just to get a feel of it, and I'm pretty impressed. Yeah. Yep, and it's not really expensive, and it is really affordable. So it's I find that this is really good for those who just start out playing guitar and needed something to take. I had a question from, I think it's my student or one of my subscribers, who asked me what unit I would recommend if he wants to go to the hall and keep his wife company, but yet be able to to practice his guitar without disturbing his wife. So I told him, get this unit because you can put on your headphones and, you know, you'll be fine, unless you're playing real loud and the wife complains that you're playing real loud, because, you know, when you're playing without any amplification, yes, you can still hear sounds, right, from the guitar. So that's the only drawback. But I think it's pretty cool. So tell me, what do you think about this unit? You know, I'm gonna put a price down here, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and please join this channel. I want to thank my patrons so much for supporting this channel. So be part of the patrons to support this channel if you want to. All right, and I'll see you again real soon. You guys, please take care. Ciao.